This is WWE Evolve post review with the invisible couple, EOD Wrestling Hub 33, Terrell and CJ, AK for real, love, Coach FC. H7, you on P, you rapping, 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 H7, you on P, you rapping, 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 H7, you on P, you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and monsters of ages and all space and time. Welcome to the WWE Evolve Post Review, Evolve WWF, episode 41, Christmas edition. Why? Because apparently we're on hiatus for 3 weeks. No one had a censor to that. No one talked about it. Just thought about themselves. That's just wrong. Bah humbug, you guys. But I'm here today with EOD Wrestling Hub 33. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back.
Okay. I heard that. Terrell, take it away.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my lady, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love.
Love.
It's weird not doing it by your side, baby. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is the Evolve Post Review Christmas edition. Starting with Mr. EOD 33, right there. Right there. He's right there. And he got the Santa Claus beard, so he's gonna be distributing gifts to all of the kids, all of the adults, not the naughty ones. They're gonna get other things like coal and other things, all bad things. They're just gonna get all bad things. And then we got Mr. Invisible and Mrs. Invisible. We got Alex, Coquito, and Miss Cardi M. Oh yeah, man. We are going to be looking forward to this 2-week hiatus because the talent of WWE Evolve have to go on a holiday break. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. This is by far the worst. It's just another worst case scenario. It's just another worst thing that can happen for professional wrestling in 2025.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too, ladies and gentlemen.
WWE main roster. But yeah, everyone says that 2025 was the worst year. WWE main roster is the cause of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Evolve though, from March 6th to now, maybe one bad episode out of 41. That's a pretty good damn track record. I give you that. That's pretty damn good. Also, if you want to know what things that Terrell will give, check out the video that I put out on PWF channel. He specifically tells CJ Wolfie the thing that he's gonna give to her. I didn't make that up. He said it himself. Now, we move on to the beginning. It's Gall comes out in a vest that works when he's not flexing. He's flexing, so it doesn't look that good. He talks about the rules of the match. He does bring the feelings and the facts. The PC, they're keeping it quiet of who's going to come in at the end. ID as well. They're keeping it quiet, the list. They tell you, they only tell you 4 out of 5 people. PC only tell you 3 out of 5 people. 4 too. So like, oh, that's cool. He talks about whoever wins gets the Evolve championship opportunity and gets the fact that that they'll own Evolve for a week. That's cool. I like that. We go first of all. What are your thoughts on that? Just on it's Gall's presentation.
Oh, sorry. I hear something else going on.
Somebody else got a TV on?
TV show.
I'm not low. I don't know if it's.
There we go.
Yeah, all I hear is C-Jax talking a whole bunch of crap.
Now we go. All right. Go
Shout out C-Jax, man.
That's Jax.
Oh, sorry. What was the question again? Sorry.
What are your thoughts on EOD on it's Gall's representation?
I liked it. I think it was exactly what it should have been. Like I think I was saying it last week and everything. without giving away spoilers of the match and everything, I kind of liked the fact that he was kind of just commentating. He's like involved, but kind of not involved. Just kind of just giving the gist of what's going on as more of a host role. I did like that and everything, and it was a little different way of opening up the pay-per-view. And the production value of it was actually pretty cool. He looked different without the glasses. I'm not used to that, but yeah, I thought it was good. That was good.
Okay, give you that. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on the presentation of It's Gall and Evolve?
Yeah, I like it. It's something like let's say it's like a host, like hosting up the main event, or we will know later, the show. And I actually thought he was gonna reveal himself to be one of the members of either one, because you're trying to choose between one you want to pick to be on the side of the PC or on the the IDs. And yeah, it's just it was pretty nice. Yeah, he presented that.
Maybe that. Terrell.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It's Gall was looking like the GM that night. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He came looking dapper than ever. Had the no sleeve tux on. You know what I'm saying? He had to show them muscles off. No, I'm playing. But no, he really did look like a GM. Like just for maybe one night only, probably just maybe a couple of shows. Shoot, he could have really pulled it off. Yeah, I think he looked pretty cool.
Your QAF by very 500 lap.
Your TNA is on, by the way, y'all.
But
oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry. My lady tells me that all the time. My lady tells me that
my God.
all the time. Barry, 500 laps.
So
500 laps. You is a dangerous person if you can run 500 laps.
You know who also can run 500 laps?
Or maybe he's touched, or maybe he.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's touched 500 laps.
I keep on giving you compliments, which is a good thing to hear sometimes in internet world, ladies and gentlemen.
Or maybe they touched 500 laps.
All right.
Which means you're very experienced at what you do.
And you know what's to experience what you do? It's time to be tan and jacked and ready to attack. It's time for the studometer.
Damn, these delts deserve some belts. Look at this view.
Oh, that's hot.
And obviously I'm talking about those six-pack abs, because the tender jack ready to attack the ferocious stud himself. It's Gall. I'm back. And from Evolve to NXT, you already know me. Strategy is my key. And I've been watching their top guys do their thing, calculating, should I say, every move, every swing. And today, on the stud menu, drumroll please, Ethan Page. Let's evaluate this guy. He's all ego, just like It's Gall. Got a fresh haircut, got a fresh spray tan, y'all. But how can you smile when you look mint condition, low definition, thick edition? Not minty fresh at all. More like soft and flabby. You claim you're the greatest North American? That's kind of shabby. How can you claim to be great when single-digit body fat ain't in your stat? That's greatness? Not that. Listen, Ethan, I'ma give you 7 on the studometer because you talk big game. But those abs ain't in the frame. I wanted to cut the cake and eat it with a fork! NXT need It's Gall to ensure stud is in the room. Keep it lean, keep it tight, makes those abs go boom! Weak and pale, ready to fail, kick him out the door. Tanned and jacked, ready to attack. That's what we're here for. So comment below, let me know if you want to see It's Gall turn studs into a show. And who do you want to see next on the stud menu? Oh yeah!
Man, how can y'all not love that man, bro? How can you not love that man, bro?
Oh, have mercy.
that was from what,
That dude
week,
is-
right?
That dude is a role model.
Yeah.
That's the one that we missed.
Okay,
That's the one we
I
missed.
thought I saw it.
Yeah. Because we're supposed to do it every show, but we didn't get a chance to do it last week.
No. And specifically, Studonomics will stay on Instagram. He made it himself. I want to respect It's Gall by just leaving it over there all the time. So, Studonomics episode 3 was based on just his body. Anyway, check out just.gall on Instagram. No, It's Gall on Instagram and just.gall on X. I know you're watching. It's Gall. Thank you for watching.
Oh, yeah, I did see in the comments, Barry, he Well, they clarified it. I don't know, but they clarified it. They are actually a racer, like they race
Yeah,
cars.
sports for Mercedes. Also, they think the other person that then Laura says you're cute, Terrell. Other comments were deleted for respectful purposes. TJ Wolfie starts stabbing motherfuckers. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So next
Uh-uh.
up, Kendall Gray comes
She don't
out.
got
Fans
she don't
clapping.
got to worry about me going nowhere. I am in luck, and I love being stuck.
Exactly. That. StreamYard, clip that. All you have to say that word now, and you can actually get clipped for that. So it's pretty good. Kendall Gray comes out. Claps come on. She's saying it's a weird year, right? It's been crazy, huh? No mention of the Iron Survivor. No mention of that. So this probably was taped before the Iron Survivor. You know, I everyone thought I wouldn't make it, but I did it. I did the best I can. I'm a good champion. Callie Armstrong comes out too strong with a shirt that says "Not your average girl." She says that you've been eating the plate off me. So basically, you've been eating off me. Pause. And then PJ Vossa comes out, and then PJ Vossa says, "Look, you got hit in the head. You talking all that trash." Kelly Armstrong says, "Like, shut up. Like, why are you even here? Oh, you must have forgot." PJ Vossa says, "Like, yo, Kendall got the issue, and then you need to go." Kendall basically says, "Look, I can fight you anywhere, anytime. Let's just do this right now." But since there is no GM, wink, wink, we are just stuck with all three of them standing in the ring, kind of like stuck in limbo. Terrell, what are your thoughts on this promo and the fact that we're gonna get a triple threat whether we like it or not?
Yeah, man. When it comes to triple threats, I am not a big fan of triple threats because I love seeing those one-on-one matches when people can show who's the better wrestler. And with triple threats and fatal four ways and so on and so forth, you really don't get that unless there's a match stipulation, which is a ladder match, something to that nature. But because with all that, you really don't need skill. You just need to beat the crap out of somebody and take all your enemies out or whatever the case is. But with a one-on-one match, I would love to see it. But it looks like Kelly Armstrong, too strong Armstrong, she wants her title back. Rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Gray, she is an amazing champion. Very amazing champion. And she been showing out. She has. She's been wilding out. She just won freaking Deadline. You know what I'm saying? She's been wilding out, bro. She's been on a run. She's been doing her thing. But you got PJ Vossa, aka Baby V. You know what I'm saying? Baby V, she don't want no cookie. She don't want to date your cousin. She don't want Craig. She want gold around her waist. She don't want Craig Day Day. She want gold around her waist. What the heck is wrong
Clip
with
that.
y'all?
Okay. There's another one made clip. I love this new stream. But CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I actually thought PJ Voss was gonna come out there and say something real because she actually beat Kylie Armstrong in the one-on-one match not too long ago. I guess the thought of who gonna come be the next contender for her belt. But no, Kylie said she come out there, which really she didn't even get her rematch clause. Well, she ain't got a rematch for a rematch clause for her title either. So that's something from that. And yeah, see now Kendall she had been showing out this whole few months lately and been a great also been a great champion. And said being a great champion, I don't know stand up to any challenges, which really see Neil, she gonna challenge all three of them. I mean all three of them. I mean all both of them. But yeah, kind of not looking forward to triple threats because we got too many triple threats lately. But not I don't mind seeing it though. They probably do a good match.
Okay. EOD, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with everything y'all said. Like me, I kind of don't want to see a triple threat because, like CJ said, PJ Voss just beat Callie Armstrong. Yes, we know she didn't get her rematch and everything, but if
Yep.
that was the closest thing to a number one contendership match, Callie, you kind of lost it. And PJ did also drop Kendall. I like the fact that Kendall did come out and was like, "Oh, I'll take you both on." I hope it doesn't happen though, because one thing in Evolve that they do a lot of is like the multi-woman matches, like with the championship. So I kind of just want to see like just a one-on-one. If you want to run it back between Callie and PJ Vasa again, go ahead and do that. but I kind of just want to see a one-on-one match between Kendall and whoever it's gonna be, PJ Vasa. Uh, but she's been showing how they are pushing the hell out of Kendall Gray, and it kind of shows you a little bit with the tapings too, because she says she's had that belt for 4 months. It's like, look, I know I'm a little slow, but has it been 4 months since she had the belt? But like taping wise, I can see it. But yeah, I thought the whole segment was good. Kendall kind of reminds me of kind of like the mic skills. It's kind of there, but it'll improve and everything. But PJ Vasa, that's like Jacob Fatu right there. PJ Vasa,
Oh yeah.
I have limited experience with her, but just from what I've seen on Evolve, I like PJ Vasa. So I don't know I don't know if she can climb this mountain or not, and I kind of see PJ Vasa maybe winning the belt because since they're pushing Kendall so hard, it's like she might not even be involved for that much longer, to be honest with you. So, but the whole segment, I liked it. It was a good way to start the show.
Okay.
I'm thinking she could. She might. Oh.
No, go on.
Yeah.
TJ.
So
Yeah, I think she might end up losing maybe that match, or she'll have another match, a championship match on Evolve and lose that. Since now she's going to the main roster and going at the not main roster on NXT, going to the NXT title. I'm thinking she might. I don't know if she gonna lose this or how this time frame is, but she gonna end up losing that belt either this match or probably another next match because she's pushing. Yeah, she's getting pushed really hard in NXT to the point where
if she did beat JC Jane, they might just let her relinquish the title, like pull that the page rule, be like, okay, well you can't, and we might not even get the match. And just like, okay, we'll just drop the title and have like some type of tournament and Evolve for it or something. That could definitely happen.
Yeah.
hey, so I just looked it up. Evolve Succession was aired October 15th.
That's
It
2
was
months.
it was previously taped, so it's no telling when the show actually was. So it could be a possibility, but that's kind of
I believed her when she said 4 months, which is the fact they didn't even catch it in the edit. Like you could edit that line out or whatever. I'm like, man, I don't think it's been 4 months.
That's
but
weird.
It probably was
she
4
did.
months, but
She said straight up for sure, like 4 months, it's been like 4 months. No, she said 4 months.
Yeah. So I just thought that was
Kendall ain't good with math. She's good with graphs.
Edit it out.
Ain't good with math. I give you
Hey
that.
man,
She ain't got
look,
to sign
man,
the math.
look.
Yes.
When it comes to being a technical wrestler, you do not need to know numbers. Okay, all you need to know is how to do a very good submission hold, break some ankles, and you good to go.
And look at squirrels, but that's Shiloh Hill.
Yeah. And watch
That is
squirrels. You
Shiloh
gotta
Hill.
know how to watch. Yeah, you gotta know how to watch squirrels, man.
Also, thank you, Shiloh Hill, if you're watching this. Thank you for watching the NXT episode last week with I like to call the crazy crew, which was Kane, Terrell, EOD, and D-Walk, and then EOD bringing up in the line like you better not check Shiloh Hill's computer at GBS. Don't use that. And then he literally laughed both times and commented both times. So I respect you guys are gold.
Well, I will say one thing: don't say crazy again.
Yeah.
But
that's what I heard the famous like, hey CJ Wolfie, I got a thing for you when I see you. I'm like, oh damn, man. Like I didn't I just
hold on. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I don't know what that was, y'all. Did I just say something?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. All right.
I don't wait. What did I say? I don't remember what I said. What did I just say?
I don't want to repeat it, but it's on the channel. I have it there.
No, I'm talking about just now. Like I just said something a couple of minutes ago.
Oh no, you just said that you love your beautiful CJ Wolfie, and that's all that matters.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
that sounds about right. Now I wanted to say about this. Now, mind you, they set this up, the Kendall thing, the day after New Year's Evil, because New Year's Evil is on the day before Evolve comes back. So this could tell like, okay, Kendall might win the belt, so therefore the day after Kendall wins the belt, she'll lose the belt. And that, because they gotta set it up. They haven't set it up yet, but they will. So that could be one way. They gotta, like, you got 3 weeks. There's no reason that in these 3 weeks it's still so far back ahead that they're not lined up. line it the hell up. NXT had to do a little rewriting just a couple days ago. So you guys be like, hey,
I'll
you
be
guys
back,
messed
y'all.
up, right? Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. So with that, I'm like, all right, just do better. Kendall leaves, fine, whatever. But like, I don't want her to lose the belt. But if you're gonna take it and give it to PJ Vasa, which is kind of weird, I get it. Samoan Dynasty, whatever. Give it back to Callie. If you have nothing to do for Callie, give it to Callie. Let her be the king. Let her be the queen for another 3 months, and then her and PJ Vasa can have wars. Like Ariana Grace and other people. We're gonna talk about that later. But,
and then tournament it
next up,
so you can stretch it out.
Yeah. Next up, Wendy Chu, and I'll be right. Oh my God, EOD, talk about Wendy Chu. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Wendy Chu basically was explaining what was going on with her, even though her logic to me, that was some starting math. It's like, you did interfere in Chantel Monroe's match. How did you not think you would get some type of payback on it? So she did.
Right.
She was like, oh, no, you came in my space and blah, blah, blah. And is that even legal? Because she was in a therapy session and everything. So I thought that was like kind of funny. I'm like, but you did kind of start it, kind of. Because you did lose your match and you couldn't handle it. So CJ, what did you think of this whole Wendy Chu logic? Like, y'all know I like Wendy Chu and everything.
Yeah.
This logic was like,
yeah, like you started. But like, and then it was a championship title match and then you cost this woman a title shot to literally to win the title, really. But yeah, it's crazy. And the appearance kind of threw me. I was like, wait a minute.
oh yeah, she's
She
looking
on some
completely
different
gear.
gear?
Yeah,
Hold
different
up.
gear. The makeup is
The hair and the
different,
makeup.
hair,
Y'all like,
the speech,
wait a minute. So
everything's different.
yeah. So I'm like, hold on now, wait a minute. Who is this? That Wendy Chu. There's a whole different thing here. So I'm like, okay, I'm liking the difference. See how that goes, what she got going on from there. But yeah, but they had some going before she jumped Chantel though. She did have some words for Wendy Chu. I think backstage, it was a backstage segment they had like weeks ago. They already had some back and forth already with each other. So we didn't put too kind of. She gonna wait to the moment this woman gonna get a title shot, well, a title match. She gonna go out there and mess up there for her. So she know when to. She know when to get her at the vulnerable time. So yeah, it was kind of crazy though, but I'm looking forward to see how Wendy gonna do with this new makeover though.
And I also wonder if her new makeover, if she's going to get like another new persona, because she says now that she's been through therapy, there's no holding her back. I'm like, wait, hold up. You mean the Wendy Chu that we see in these no disqualification matches is nothing compared to what you were holding back? So I'm like, what? So what are you going to do now? Terrell, we're just talking about the Wendy Chu segment. What'd you think about it?
Oh man, I loved it. It was a different look for Wendy Chu. It was it was pretty cool to see, man. I wasn't really expecting it to happen, but I was expecting it to be, regular, Wendy Chu, confused Wendy Chu. And she came in with a whole nother energy, It's like that I could see clearly now that the rain is gone type of moment, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Dun, 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 like that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she looked very happy, had her head on straight, and she know exactly what she want to do as far as in saying that she been holding back.
Yeah.
It's like we back. I'm like, wait, what?
I was confused because I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, like we saw
Nightmare Chu?
Yeah, we saw you during Sleepy Time. We saw you during Nightmare Chu. So you was holding back during Nightmare Chu because to me, it looked like you was possessed by Bray Wyatt himself. Yeah, I die on that hill. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, you can't compare her to Bray Wyatt. Yes, the hell I can. Yes, I can. Yeah, I can. Yes, and we seen her confused, lost, down in the dumps, and now we just finna see what's gonna happen next. Because if you've been holding back, that tells me that what you're about to do is bring Mei Ying back. Can you bring back Mei Ying, please?
Well, she's do that
Yeah,
little
that'd be nice.
choke thing.
Okay, thank you for that.
Mhm.
Now,
Please bring
I
back
want to
May
say my
Young,
thoughts on
man.
this. No, I kind of do want to bring her back too, but I want to say my thoughts on this promo. Wendy
Oh yeah.
Chu in the first 10 seconds was I was so weirded out by her having a coherent sentence and talking. I'm like, what the hell? But then after it washed away, I'm like, okay, it's there are some points where they both don't want to admit that they're both wrong, and they're both crazy. They are both crazy. We'll talk about the other person later. Well, it makes and kind of a one of a time promo that's never been done before, but we'll talk about that later. Wendy Chu is saying that now she gets to like let it all out. So that means in the last woman standing match, in the I Quit match, you were like Terrell said, you were holding back. And that's scary to imagine what you're gonna do to Chantel in a no DQ reminiscent of Asuka, Nikki Cross, NXT, where they just went everywhere. Like there's no count out. So you can go anywhere. I want you to see anybody do a Uranagi on the announcer's table where Robert Stone is.
Let's not forget this is the same woman that had a casket match with Tatum Pascley.
That was a good casket.
You was holding back in that too?
Yep.
Oh no.
This is
Ain't no
something
way.
scary. This is something
Yes.
real scary. Oh, we got another comment here. Hyde Transformer. Well, Hyde Transformer back too, sir. Next up, we're not even at the match yet, ladies and gentlemen. Next, there's like so many promos. After that promo was a Thatcher and Dempsey.
Charles.
Yeah, Dempsey found Thatcher. Thatcher was doing the same thing Dempsey was doing. And he said, "Oh, you can't contact me. You have no social media." I love this line. "Oh, should I have gotten a carrier pigeon to send you a message?" Thatcher responds, "You know how hard you know how long it takes to freaking train a pigeon?" I'm like, that's the Thatcher that we know, just dry humor. Cardi M did chuckle when she heard that. He's like, "Look, I'm just doing my thing. I'm trying to do some work here. I'm trying to get the integrity of the hell with the integrity of this place." I'm like, I respect your admiration. That Dempsey's like, all right, like, hey, cool your beans, which is another word for saying calm your balls down. Okay. I'm not saying yes. I respectfully saying no. Do you want to be my partner? Kind of predicting what I said last week. He's like, you know what? I thought you were better than this, bro. CC4 for life. And then leaves. Reminiscent of the gang. Terrell, what are your thoughts on Thatcher just being an honorable warrior, saying like, dude, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm done. I'm just gonna be me. Like, you can help me, but bye. You're muted.
Charlie.
There you go. Yeah.
Charlie, man. You know what, Charlie? I love you, man. You know, I got nothing but love for my technical wrestlers, man. You're talking to one of the best, Charlie, and Timothy Thatcher. What I will say is this: if he do decide to give in, I'm gonna pray for you, fella. I'm gonna pray for you, big fella. It's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a good match, though. It is. It's gonna be a good matchup. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I don't want to offend nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a good old fashioned good old English man. Technical match, man. It's gonna be beautiful. I see it. And when Timothy said no, it kind of broke my heart. But at the same time, he's trying to look out for this man. That's like Robin and Batman and Robin when he was like, "I can help you, Batman," and he's like, "You're not ready," just to prove that Robin, you were not ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's some things you got to learn first.
You're right, and that's deep.
I would tell you when you're ready, but right now it ain't the time. You're not ready.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Like the ending before we get to CJ, he could have said like, "Oh, when Dempsey is like, oh, I thought you were better than that." Thatcher should have said, "Well, I met your daddy, and he had a little bit more honor than you." Like that would have been a little bit more like just a little stab in the stomach. But CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this promo and the no from Thatcher?
Yeah, I kind of was suspecting he would. It would be a good match between the two. I would like to. I would love to see that. But I guess Tiffany just really trying to focus on his on his ID superstars there. You trying to build up the new up and coming superstars there, and like he'll say he'll probably have time to work up on a match with somebody there and or anything like that. So he just he said I would love to, but no, I'm just just make sure they good and make sure everybody just rise on up. So, but yeah, I would love to see that. Because that would be a very, very great technical match between the two.
All right. EOD?
Yeah, I kind of like the whole, just how it played out. He was just like, nah, I don't want to fight you. Not because he's scared. He's an old warrior. He's like, hey, I don't do that no more and everything. I'm just trying to train up these next guys and just do my thing. We're on different paths. So that means for this match to happen, Charles is going to have to do something dastardly to drag this man back into the fold. Because right now, he's chilling. He's like, hey, I'm just a teacher now. I don't do that no more. And I like that. I'm like, I didn't think that's where it was going to go. I thought maybe I didn't think he was even going to say no. But I just like the whole explanation of it. And Charles is like still young. Just like, okay, no, like basically like you're scared and blah, blah, blah. And what happened to you? So he's going to have to do something if he really wants this match. And I just hope that they drag this out a little bit. They don't even have to have Charles on Evolve. They could just do these little backstage segments where he'd just keep trying to egg him on to try to fight him. And then he finally does something to one of the ID kids. I don't know which one he would do it to. Because the only person he seems like he's close to is Shawn Legacy. So I don't know. You would have to like build some type of rapport with somebody else and then beat them down. And then he might have to say, all right, now you crossed the line, so now I have to come out here and check you. But I liked it. I like the whole little Ronin thing that he got going on, and I thought it was good. I thought the whole segment was done, and it was different than what you would normally get in something like this. The fact that he just like, no, I don't want to do it, just because I don't want to do it. No real reason.
Yeah,
so.
That should feel like a retired samurai. Like I've seen some shit. I'm not trying to show you my shit. Leave me alone. But you can help me do the garden if you want.
Yeah, and he said, hey, if you want a training partner or something like that, yeah, I can do that and everything. But
yeah.
Speaking of garden, next up, speaking of garden, we have thoughts on something here.
Oh, just popping in to say hi, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Cardi.
Cardian, what's up? Doing
More dad
good.
jokes from Timothy Thatcher 2026.
That's fun. More dad jokes. I respect that. After that promo, I think we finally get to the meat and potatoes. The start of the Gauntlet match. I think that's all the promos. Yeah. All right. Gauntlet match starts. Aaron Rourke versus Keanu Carver. We get commentary from Robin Stone that he heard that in the back that, you know how they picked who the first person was? Keanu Carver said, I'm going to fight first. And everyone said, okay, that's that simple ass. Now for Terrell, your favorite wrestler is emulating Goldust a little too much there, ladies and gentlemen. First thing he does is lock up, smack Keanu Carver.
Are you talking about? Wait.
Yeah. Then when he gets to the corner, Carver's like doing like the shoulder checks in the stomach. Aaron Rourke was like literally starting off with Keanu Carver, smacked his ass, and then when it got to the corner, Aaron Rourke got reversed Carver and then put him in the corner, and then when they were doing the 5 count, he kind of backed away, but then rubbed both of Keanu Carver's rock hard nipples all the way down to his pants. Now, Carver's like, "Hey, sir, respectfully, no, I don't like that," and then that's when it started happening. Back and forth between Carver and Rourke. Rourke screamed at Carver's face after he did like a kick to the stomach, pop-up kick, and then like screamed at him kind of like Ivan does in the Viking Raiders. And then did the 6-1 dime, not the 619, as you call it, the 6-1 dime. And then he did the like falling, like, you know, flipping. It's not a meteor, but I don't know what the hell he calls that, but like when he lands, when his crotch is dangerously close to a person's face. He does that move, for the 2 counts. Carver's like, okay, this is again way too ambiguously gay duo thing here. I'm done with this crap. Round it up. 1, 2, 3. Counter Carver wins with his special. Now, before we continue, we find out the next person is. We're gonna do round robin real quick. Terrell, your thoughts on this match? Aaron Rourke versus Counter Carver. You don't have to do ratings, just thoughts.
Yeah, man. The antics of Aaron Rourke was pretty hilarious, man. It was funny. It did give me old school Gold Dust vibes. A little bit of Rico in there for anybody that's familiar with Rico. Shout out to Rico, man. It was hilarious. Man. that whole segment alone, like that whole section of the match alone, because I know it was a Gauntlet match. That whole section alone just had me busting out laughing the whole time.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. Aaron, he stood his ground against Keanu Carver. I ain't gonna lie. So he did. He's standing there for a good little bit. He did his thing, you know, a little here and there, but it was pretty good. No, it was really a decent match between two.
Yeah,
He lasted longer than I thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like,
sorry about that. Continue if you have any more.
The antics was fun, especially beginning when he slapped that man's ass. Keanu Carver looked like what just happened.
He like what?
He was just like surprised and everything. But Aaron Rourke showed that he can hang. That was the most impressive part. It's like he didn't get squashed or anything. He had some nice little move sets. He was hanging with Keanu. So I have to give him props for that. I thought it was Aaron. I think they're kind of pushing him too because remember he had like the 3 vignettes like a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, I can see what they see in him and everything. Or 4, yeah, I can see what they see in him and everything. But yeah, the fact that he held his own and they get destroyed against Counter Carver was more impressive. But at the end, a mountain's gonna do what a mountain's gonna do. So, yeah, I wasn't shocked that Keanu won. I was more shocked how long the match lasted. And I do like the fact that they did explain why he came out there first because he just likes basically beating up ID people. He just said he's coming out there first. Not the best strategy on earth, but for his character, it made absolute sense to me. So
yeah, I give you that. Before we continue, well, actually, my thoughts on this match, I really thought that Aaron Rourke could be a rival for Keanu Carver in the future until someone else come out. We'll explain that later. But this was a really good showing for Rourke. Like you only had about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, so you had to show out as much as you could. Showing that you're emulating Goldust a little too much, but being respectful in a certain way, showing that you're kind of slopping your moves, but it makes sense in your style. I actually like this part, but understanding that even in commentaries, like Keanu Carver, you can't out-strength him. You can't go strength for strength. It's not going to work on Carver. You have to find different ways of beating Carver. Most wrestlers didn't really understand that. Before we get to the next thing, there was a unique promo I said about this. I didn't say this. Chantel Monroe was in the bathroom talking to the mirror to herself. She's like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the biggest freak of them all? Wendy Chu. Duh. And then she says, like, yeah, that was the dumbest idea that you did for interfering in my match. And then we're going to end this. Mind you, I think, unless someone can prove me wrong in the comments, clip that. This might be the first ever promo that a person has done in a bathroom in WWE. I say WWE because anyone does that. TNA does that on weekends. But no hate to TNA. Don't come at me.
Now, people, when we say promo, we mean promo, not segments, not backstage segments, not skits. We're talking about promos.
I've never seen one in the bathroom. I've seen segments
I don't think so.
for the bathroom, but I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Okay.
I was hoping that somebody else would point that out too.
No, I want to give a shout out to PW Torch because they actually picked it up. Like this might be, and they said it. Like this might be the first ever time I've ever seen someone actually do a promo in the bathroom, not a segment where the lights flicker and you see something. Like no, she was talking, and then thus proving that Chantal Monroe is crazy too. You're talking to yourself in the mirror, bitch. Respectfully, like what the hell? What is wrong? Like, anyway, want to put that out there. Clip that. Now back to the match. Second person coming up, Mike Cunningham. We find out that Keanu Carver has orange underwear. I just saw it 3 times the match. Don't at me. Cardi M brought this up. Most people that do drop kicks, when they do drop kicks, they just land like flat in their body and then they get up real quick. But Mike Cunningham does the smoothest drop kicks because he kind of rolls into it. He rolls his body every single time, and then he gets higher and higher in height, which was quite amazing. But again, this is Keanu Carver, bitch. 2 minutes, 50 seconds later, Keanu Carver wins again. Now, Terrell, what are your thoughts on Mike Cunningham's kind of like almost 3-minute match and the fact that Carver is just a monster?
Yeah, man. Mike Cunningham, he came in there and tried to do his thing. Me and my lady CJ Whoopi, we was talking about it last night. Mike Cunningham, he reminds me of, because I kept trying to put it together as to who he reminded me of, even though we kept joking saying he's little Cody. He reminds me of Kevin Von Erich.
He does.
But with boots. But with boots on.
Yeah, with boots.
Yeah. And now I look at him a little bit differently. We're not in that aspect because the dude can go. He can wrestle, man. He's in great shape. His physique is awesome. But Keanu Carver, man, just like EOD said, that man is a mountain, man. You know what I'm saying? And the mountain was too high. And guess what? He left that man in the valley.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You thought Shiloh Hill was mysterious? Clip that. Terrell. Now, TJ Whoopi, your thoughts on Cunningham versus Carver, 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
It wasn't possible without EOD though, man, because he the one that put the mountain in my head.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty interesting match, and yeah, it might hold it down for a little bit, but I'm just surprised with these 2 matches with Aaron Rourke and Mike. They weren't squashes, so I'm kind of glad about. So they actually showed them do their thing against someone big like Keanu Carver. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good match. But yeah, Keanu Carver he's gonna stand up tall and get some.
All right. EOD, the monsters. Your thoughts on that?
All right. I guess ever since that one tag match with Cunningham, I've been like super impressed once I saw that match. So when he came out and he was taking it to Keanu at first with the drop kicks. Because normally you just do the drop, what he'd do like 3 in a row or something like that, just to try to take him off his feet. And like CJ Wolfie said, I'm glad that they weren't squash matches, because just because they're like smaller guys, you would just think, oh, Keanu Carver's starting off, he's going to dominate. Like, no, they actually got moves off. They actually had like a match. And it didn't even was like, oh, well, Keanu Carver already had a match or whatever. It's like, no, it was like he still had like the same speed, stamina type stuff. There's like, no, they were just actually having a match and showcasing there's something they can do in a short amount of time as possible. And Mike, that's one to watch right there, Cunningham. I see why he's where he's at right now, because yeah, he could be that next guy. Maybe down the line, maybe a Tate Wilder Cunningham feud could happen. I don't know, just speculate.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, Keanu Carver's going to Keanu Carver at the end of the day. And but yeah, the whole thing was a good showcase. It was a good showcase.
All right, I'll give you that. My thoughts on this match. Cunningham is still green. He is still green, but he's getting better in certain specific basic moves. Just drop kicks, forearms, pumping out. He does look like the Von Erich, but without the curse. Like he seems like he grew up happy and not with an asshole dad and alcoholics and driving and motorcycles. So I'm happy for him. But what comes next is the fact that I get really angry about. Now, Shawn Legacy comes out. He's like, I'm ready, coach. I'm ready. I can do it. And who else pops out next to him? Which I'm not going to put the whole song, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to put this. Every time this guy comes out.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
holding him back. He's holding him back. He's like, no, he's not medically cleared. He's not medically cleared. I'm bringing up Chewy because we're gonna talk about that later. There's a specific audio clip that I recorded for this specific episode. We go to break. We come back from break. Chewy Martinez.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Is in the back. Is in the back of the Titantron. Sean Legacy is looking. Keanu Carter's like, I know your shoulder's messed up. Let's go. Commentators are saying like, well, is Sean Legacy like faking it because but Peter Rosenberg says like, no, we saw that his shoulder's messed up. He's not medically clear. We know that. While he's distracting, Sam Hardway Holloway, welcome back. Comes out of nowhere, drop kicks Keanu, does a thing, and then does a splash. And he does it like Mike Awesome, where Mike Awesome didn't land on his stomach. Mike Awesome landed on his feet, then body, then stomach, then head. I'm like, okay, that's how you kind of rolled into it. For the 1, 2, 3, and as I said, Keanu Carver, you can't beat power per power, but you can outsmart that motherfucker. Easier than a squirrel with color blocks. But your thoughts on, and this match only lasted 21 seconds. Terrell, your thoughts on Keanu Carver losing in possibly the second fastest match in Evolve history?
Yo, man. Sadly, this had to happen, man. We called it with Keanu coming in way too early. He's cocky, and he also don't like the ID program. So he get the first 2 members out. But then you got this fresh man. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. This man came in, bro, and went through Keanu like Sam Holloway came in like a freaking tornado. And me and CJ just looking at each other like, bro, what the fuck just happened?
Just like that.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Gunther too, man, because Sam Holloway, we know where you get that body splash from, man. We love to see it.
Now here's a fact.
Oh yeah, man.
Give me a second, TJ. Sorry, Terrell. I want to say this before you continue. Here's a fact that I heard in commentating. When we saw him last, he was at 340 pounds. When he was at this match, he's at 280. And he was doing crazy stuff at 340 when we saw him.
That's what that's the thing that's dangerous about people that are on the heavier side, wrestlers or athletes or anybody that's on the heavier side, and you're already athletic or you have some type of like athletic gifts to you. Muscle memory is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine what happens when it's just like when Jacob Fatu first came to WWE. He was way slimmer than what he was when he was on the indies. So when he comes back and he may be slimmer, we don't know. But like I said, man, it's going to be dangerous because that's just like Gunther. Gunther, when he was Volta, he came back, he slimmed down, lost the weight. He took a hiatus, and now look at him. He's starting to beef back up again, but with muscle. Give or take probably in the next maybe 6 months or a year, if Gunther keep muscling up, it's gonna be dangerous. And the same thing with Sam Holloway. Sam Holloway is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. One thing about him that I would love to see in the near future or in the future, I would love to see a rivalry possibly with him and Josh Briggs, or a tag team with him and Josh Briggs, and let them hold the NXT titles or hell main card title belts. Shit, let them hold them for a year.
Before we get to CJ Wolfie,
who finna stop them?
While you were talking was Gunther as well. Him and Gunther would have a crazy match.
Yes,
they do.
Because when you look at him, it'd be like Gunther looking in the mirror at himself a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Except Gunther can't do the shit that he does, and that's the
Yeah.
crazy part. Like you're the
Yeah.
same build,
Right.
but this motherfucker's a lot more different than you from. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh
He
my God.
be doing springboard attacks and aerial attacks, man. Dude is gonna be something serious, man. Sam Holloway is gonna be something dangerous.
That springboard leg thing he does. He also does a coffin drop as well. I've seen a couple of indie shows he does. Like imagine him doing that and then spinning around mid motion in the air to do a coffin drop on your body. Like boy, that's not bad. But CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this match and maybe in the future, Sam Holloway and this guy as a tag team.
Did you hear that? What does that mean, Scott? I don't know, but I kind of like it.
Oh God. It'd be interesting to see them two tag team though. Wait, yeah, like with Josh Briggs as well. It'd be interesting. And the match, really nice to see him back though. Cause we haven't seen him since like the other time he was team with Isgal. I think you were doing something with Isgal. And that's about the last time we see them on TV. Mm-hmm. And it's very nice to see him. And then to squash Keanu is crazy. Like that's crazy work to squash him. So it's good showing from him on that part. But yeah, it was something. It was great.
Okay, I give you that. EOD, your thoughts on that? And again, commentators said, did Shaw Legacy do that purposely to like trick Keanu, or was it an accident? But EOD, you know.
Well, in any way, it was. If it wasn't an accident, it was super smart because he knew he couldn't. He knew he couldn't go. So it was a good. If I'm thinking it was more planned than anything else. I don't think Shawn Legacy was really going to go out there, or else he would have just went out there. So it was smart, and I'll toot my own horn here because last week on my community page we had a little poll, and Sam Holloway was on there, somebody that she could push, even though we haven't really seen him a lot. So when he showed up. It was, to me, I thought it was awesome because out of all the PC guys and ID guys, he's an ID guy that looks like a PC guy. So, because most of the guys on the ID side are more on the smaller side, he looked like he could have got picked up by the PC. So, and it also shows that Keanu, you might have, I'm not saying you bit off more than you can chew, but this is not a small guy that you, this is a big ID guy that now I think this is definitely going to spin into a feud. There's no way Keanu's going to lose like that and let that thing slide. But I like it. It was really impressive, the whole outsmarting thing. So it still made Keanu look strong. He's like, you just got surprised by a way bigger dude after you just had a match and you're not even expecting somebody's going to sneak up behind you. You think somebody's going to come in from the ring. You thought it was going to be Shawn Legacy. So it was good. It was, Holloway, he's really impressive. So I'm glad he's back and hopefully he has a bigger role with Evolve going forward because I've seen him mostly in like reality wrestling. I've seen him more on there than I've seen him on Evolve. So I'm just glad he's back and hopefully, I think this is a new. I think we're doing something new with Evolve right now. So I liked it and everything. So and it makes everybody still look strong. So.
Okay. I hope. Like if it's Gall still is on a trajectory of getting a tag partner, Holloway now would be perfect. Now, because again, he's slimmer. He's not jacked, but he's freaking just. He's only 30 pounds under Oba. Like imagine that. Like these are just the people that we're gonna see in the next 5 years: Moreau, Oba, Holloway. That Yane Harrison that's like 110 pounds and 6'9", like that tall pogo stick. Guy. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But still, it's great. But speaking of great, and shout out to commentary. Brooks Jensen comes out. He thought he can get the big upper hand. He got a big boot to the face by Holloway right off the bat. I love Jensen's acting, like selling in this match. He was doing like the flare, like when you punch Flair a couple times, he acts like he's punching somebody, but no one was there. On the outside, he was having a boxing match with nobody. Whilst Holloway was saying hi to the fans. Also, Vanity Project was there in the VIP section. and the two old ladies that had signs for Kendall, signs for everybody, had a sign in the back that said Ricky Smokes suck. So shout out to you, old lady. And it's like every time you would watch the match, you would see that sign like right there. So like damn, and I wish I would have saw Ricky Smokes' reaction. Like, yo, they suck. What the hell, man? But they didn't show that. It was kind of messed up. Back and forth until the point where Jensen understood that he has a knee brace, did a rising knee with the knee brace to Holloway once, did it twice, did it's kind of like I don't actually missing the name of this. Hand chest in a chair, but okay, see here. Then landed on high and low knee for the pin. This match was exactly 4 minutes 47 seconds. EOD, your thoughts on this shock win? Because he used the weapon, his knee brace.
Well, that's the thing with Brooks Jensen. He's so good and so smart and everything. Once he realized, oh, I got this brace, I can go take this guy out. And people forget like how young Jensen is because it seems like he's been around forever, but he's just as young as all these other guys. And he was actually more of a surprise for me. I wasn't sure. I actually thought it was going to be some other people's part of the team. So the fact that he came out, I like that. I like the fact that he did have like some surprises on both teams with the matches. But yeah, to me, I think the right guy ended up winning because Jensen is the more experienced guy, and it showed that Holloway did do some damage to him, but Jensen's just got more ring awareness and just more of a veteran and everything. So yeah, I thought the whole thing was good, and yeah, his selling is like top tier. Like Jensen, he knows how to do that. So
All right, TJ and then Terrell.
Yeah, I like the match, and they were like really young, went in and neck between each other too. And man, yeah, just noting Brooks Jensen selling top tier, like that man just on it with the selling, like it's crazy. But I like, yeah, they had a good match. So yeah, he had good. They had the right one won on there, and yeah.
right, Terrell.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I think Brooks Jensen had to do what he had to do, man. He had to show everybody how dirty he is, man, because he is the man from Alabama, Bama. Boys get down and dirty out there, man. He had to do what he had to do to win. And it wasn't a disqualification. I mean, it was on his leg. Now, if he would have took it off and hit him, oh yeah, man, he would have been disqualified. But he did it the smart way. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and also Jensen
I don't. I respect the honesty in it.
And another thing too. Yeah. I noticed that too. Even though him and Sam Holloway is practically the same height, Sam. Hey man, Sam Holloway a big dude, man. Man, Brooks, man, just had to do what he had to do, man.
I get that. And again, we haven't seen him for a while, so welcome back, Bruce Jensen, for the time being. I also like you brought up the Bam Bam Bama. Robert Stone was gonna say that too. He's from the Bam, and then Rosenberg they did it together, like Bam Bam. Like, hey, it's not cool when you say it with me, dude. Don't do that. So Robert Stone does not like it when Rosenberg says it at the same time. It's only cool when Robert Stone says it, not when Peter Rosenberg says it. So that's a good thing for the future. Next up, Brooks Jensen versus Cappuccino Jones. Highly caffeinated. He was all hyped up. As expected, Jones took the aerial route upon entering the ring against Jensen. After some back and forth maneuvering, Jensen grounded, no pun intended, Jones with a head bear hug. He hit a backbreaker for a rear fall. After he adjusted his knee brace to use as a weapon, but Jones got out of the way. He hit a beautiful springboard dropkick to Jensen before Jax Presley and Harley Riggins came out. Tate Wilder stopped them, but then Jax Presley tried to give the chair to Jensen. I'm closing my eyes because I remember the sequence. The Cappuccino Jones rolled up Jensen for 2 counts. No, actually no. He rolled up Jensen with a roll up with the bridge, 43 counts. And Jensen automatically got mad and did this, you'll see what I mean. Did this to Cappuccino's leg. If you know, you know. Chop blocked it, beat the crap out of it. He left all angry, like a little crack, like a little bitch, aka Gunther. And then next up, that match, by the way, was 6 minutes and 8 seconds. I want to combine both of them. So we get to the Braxton Cole versus Cappuccino Jones match. Braxton Cole feels that he is not getting appreciated because he only had one match. And even Peter Rosenberg said, we haven't seen him in a minute. One match that you lost, Braxton. During the match, they cut the Chewy Martinez in the back where he told Wendy Chu that due to the during the match, this guy popped out. I hate to do it so many times, but you know how it is.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, during the match, Chewy Martinez, I'm not gonna press the button because I said his name, but Chewy Martinez says this to Wendy Chu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I highlighted the captions because I want you to listen specifically what he says to Wendy Chu. And also, Carmen Petrovic is crazy.
Robert, I'm getting word Chewy Martinez is backstage with some breaking news. Let's kick it back there and find out what's going on.
Yo, Wendy, we want to let you know since there's no ending to this match quite yet, we're going to move your no DQ match with Chantel to January the 7th. I'm so sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's today or in 3 weeks. I'm going to beat her ass. Wendy's match getting postponed? Women getting title opportunities they don't deserve? I mean, what is going on in this place?
Now we're gonna fast forward this. After that break, after that thing happened with Chewy and Wendy, I got it right here. Got it right here. Thank you. Chew was upset but said it didn't matter because he was going to beat her at the back of the head. Jones hit the caffeinator on Cole for a surprise win, 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Now, Terrell, what are your thoughts on the Jensen versus Cappuccino match, Braxton and Cappuccino match? Just that. We're going to separate the Wendy Chu thing for a second.
I thought it was pretty dope. Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope. As far as in with the with Cappuccino Jones, I did like his attire. I really did. I liked his attire. It was pretty dope. But you know, hey, you know, things happen. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about it. That part.
Okay. TJ will be Jensen versus Jones, and then Braxton versus Jones.
Yeah, but it was pretty. Both of them were pretty interesting matches. And Cappuccino Jones had it down with, well, especially from the beginning of Bruce Jensen the match, where he got his knee messed up pretty bad, and you hold against Bruce Jensen, and getting the win over him, and then going against Braxton Cole, it was pretty good too. So, you know, Cappuccino stay, he down, like when he one knee down, he can go come this match. So which he did. So pretty good to see him showcase that he can, stay steady with, even though he's down with something.
EOD.
Yeah, the Jones Jensen match I thought was pretty cool and everything. And Cappuccino, people forget that he is like the ID champion and everything, so they're high on him, and yeah, he showed his moves because it feels like it's been a while, just because I'm so used to seeing it with Jack Cartwell, and Jack Cartwell's doing his own thing right now. But I thought it was cool. I did like the fact that Jensen, like, because he lost, he was like, all right, I'm just gonna take you out now because I'm a heel. That's what I do. I don't have to lose graciously. And Braxton Cole showing back up. Was that like the first time he had an entrance? Because I don't even remember what his entrance was and stuff. But I have to say, I give him a shout out. I did see him on NXT. He's part of the security guard with one of the Diesels. I did see that on Tuesday. So that's what I guess Braxton Cole's been doing. So I have to mention that. I did like his attire. The funny thing is, I don't really remember much of the Cole and Jones thing. If I'm not mistaken, didn't. Oh wait, no. Cappuccino, he ended up winning this match, right? Against Cole.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. So okay, I'm remembering the next part of it. Yeah, it was like kind of good to see Jones, like, because he is like one of their top guys and everything, and the fact that he had to battle back from adversity because he was basically handicapped before Cole even got out there. So the fact that he was able to still come out there and pull out a win, even though he's hurt, that was something. But I know it wasn't like that. It wasn't really that long and everything. So, but
Okay.
glad Braxton Cole is there. I am glad he's there. Like I said, it looks like they're doing something with this show, what evolved with the people that we're starting to see now. It's like, oh, we're starting to see some fresh faces and stuff. And yes, I consider Cole a fresh face because I think I've only seen him like one time. So
Okay. I mean, technically, old fresh faces is the people that we haven't seen in 20 episodes, so it kind of counts. I get that. I did not like this whole 2 matches. They did not once bring up the fact that he is the WWE ID champion. Not once.
I don't think they ever.
I watched this match
if I'm not
twice.
mistaken.
I was like, all right, assholes. I get that. I respect it. Blake Howard was the commentator. I mean, the announcer. I'm like, oh, you guys are just phoning it in. Just plus
I
cheese.
just feel like they
That's
never
the problem.
mentioned the IC championship. It just feels like they just never mention it. They'll throw it away in passing or whatever. But I don't know.
It's another universe.
Weird.
It's a freaking another universe. All right. And we'll talk about the Wendy Chu thing in a second. We'll get there. We will get there. That's bubbling up in my soul. Next up, and I wish Coach was here because he's the only one that actually watches LFG in our group. Cappuccino Jones is hurt. He's ready to go. And then, hello, Cam Hendricks. Or I like to call him Swerve Strickland's old partner, AR Fox. But you're not AR Fox. But you kind of look like AR Fox. It's kind of weird. And you kind of move around like AR Fox. He does a nice little spinning swag to the 02 old ladies in the corner, or probably like the people that are funding Evolve. Those 2 old ladies. I'm watching a show with Cardala called Owning Manhattan, where we see a lot of like rich people, and you never know. A lot of old people are rich. Anyway, match starts. Cam Hendricks is very athletic, does a lot of little kicks a la Swerve Strickland. At the end, he does basically kind of like, it's not a rock bottom, but I don't really know what it is. But it's called lights, camera, action for the 1, 2, 3. Terrell, what are your thoughts on Cam Hendricks, which is now his new name because on his trunks there's an A and J on it. That's not Cam Hendricks. I don't know how you spell things.
I was thinking the same thing when I saw like, does that look like a
he like the
trucks?
They gave him that name right on that day. They ain't even trying to get him some gear made.
Yeah.
More Hampton, that man.
Go on, Terrell.
Yeah, man. It was weird because I looked at the trunks and I thought, okay, whose initials are those? But anyway, it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? He I'm not sure if he was the one that got called out in LFG for apparently wanting to be like the Rock or copying the Rock or something like that. But I know somebody either got called out or was eliminated because of that. I don't know. But overall, I think his in-ring ability is good. It's not bad. The lights, camera, action, it does look like a different version of the Rock Bottom. Just he has like one arm behind his back, which is pretty crazy, and it looks like he can do it from any like attack, almost like he could reverse into it or something like that. But it's pretty cool. It was cool seeing him in the ring. I remember seeing him go against I Show Speed as well during I Show Speed's little special. I guess he does like a little special on YouTube where he does like different sports, and they try to test his athletic ability to see if he could play basketball or if he could play soccer, stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool little episode, yeah, even Randy Orton proved that he could be a good WWE superstar, even though Yeah, even though he wouldn't have the schedule to be a WWE superstar, but
Okay. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I saw a clip where a guy that kind of looked like him was with IShow Speed and Randy Orton.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
you put that two together, that's him. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, fine. He hangs out with IShow Speed, and IShow Speed was hanging out with Randy Orton, trying to do wrestling moves. They brought him in. They brought him in like kind of like a trainer. Like, here, this is not a trainer, but this is a guy that's like at your physical level. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. CJ.
Like the presentation and kind of they changed his name unless that's his actual name that he had before. I don't know, but could have gave the man some gear though. May if you're gonna present him on this match later, could have present him some gear. But his presentation for him, he's good. From the first seeing him my first time seeing him actually wrestle in a match, he said pretty good to me. He said he gonna be pretty good in there. And the way he handled it in this match, it's power. There's a lot of power in there. So he just took out Cappuccino John like he was nothing. But yeah, he got a good showing. So yeah, I like it.
Okay. His finisher is a side suplex variation. And also, this is from PW Torch. And I quote, "The announcer spoke of the wealth of knowledge he learned from Michelle McCool. I nearly choked on my coffee when I heard that." End quote.
What?
End quote. PW Torch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making that up. Like, even Cardi M's looking at me like, huh. But I'm just put that out there. Limited match, Cappuccino Jones, 1 minute 57 seconds. Your thoughts on this match, EOD?
I will say,
Like
the
that.
first person I thought of was Coach. When I saw this man come out, I was like, because that is the resident LFG guy, and I knew he was on LFG. Isn't that Maxine Dupree's dude? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It is.
So I know him because I've seen like little clips of him, but I've never seen him wrestle. And
Yeah.
I was actually very impressed and everything. If y'all were watching my live stream, I was like, oh wow, this guy he's got something and everything. And he seemed like he was he was in there. He knew what he was doing. And yeah, he just kind of just ended up just taking out Cappuccino. I was like, damn, we took him out like he a rook. But yeah, I was like impressed with him. I was like, I thought, because I watched it on my phone, so I didn't have my glasses on. I'm like, does that look like an A and a J on this? Like, I think his name was like maybe it's a design, and I'm just thinking it's something else. So that was kind of weirding me out like the whole match. I'm like, it looks like it's a name, but that doesn't look like his name. But anyway, I thought he was impressive. Like, his power moves were good, and I was just like, man, he's quick. He's quick. He can. I mean, these PC guys, they're nothing to mess with. So I was good with it. I was good with it, even though it wasn't overly long. But
Okay.
I thought it was impressive.
My thoughts on this match. First off, Cam Hendricks, with the stuff that they are pushing you, because if they let you do the thing with IShow Speed and Randy Orton, that means they have a future in you. And they put you in Evolve because they realized, like, they put you in NXT, you would have been buried. You would have been buried in a month, no matter how much you even tried. Like, you have the swagger, I can see it, and you're smooth in the ring. I can see that too. It's just something about you that just doesn't click with me. With me, when I saw him, I'm like, why are they cloning Ricky Starks? Some weird reason. Huh. I don't like that. Arnold Schwarzenegger from the 6 days. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. But go to the last match. During the last match, Chewy Martinez, I'm not gonna press the button. Chewy Martinez tells Shanta Monroe the tail end of what happened. She says I'm pissed the hell off, and leaves. There's no time for me, and they leave. Ariana Grace is really sad about that. Nikita Lyons, fresh off her loss from Layla Diggs, is saying what happened. Like, oh, is it worse than Mason and Layla's TikTok? She's like, no, her match got suspended. Oh, but I bet you it was still as bad as the TikToks, and they both start laughing. So I'm guessing either the 7th or next week after that, we're gonna get Ariana Grace and Nikita versus the dancers. Terrell, predictions of this match.
To be honest, I think the match is going to be it's going to be some type of comedic atmosphere going on in this match. I feel like, as far as in with who's going to win, I'm actually split between my decision. I wouldn't mind either one team to win, honestly and truthfully. Yeah.
That was deep.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. CJ.
It seemed like Nikita had lost the last time she had faced Layla, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll kind of agree with Terrell on this one too. Kind of understand with both of them. I wouldn't even care which one wins, really. I don't want to be winning, be fine with me.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask a question for EOD, and then you guys can answer after he answers too. Thoughts on this tag team match and the fact that and then booking in wrestling terms. If you book Ariana in a tag team, that means she's not good enough to be by herself. But then if you book Nikita in a tag team, that means that she's too good to be by herself. She's too hot right now. That the special move that she just invented, ladies and gentlemen, that got famous, as we see right here. Which, by the way, she was during the talking. She was doing the mid W. What are your thoughts on that? Like, Evolve are basically saying that Ariana Grace and Nikita have to be a tag team because of convenience.
I think of it more like this because really I didn't even think about the tag match thing until you just brought it up. But we don't know if this is going to be an actual thing or not. But we know on the road there's a faction, so we need to tell the story if they're going to keep that faction how we got there, and maybe, just maybe, Holiday and Diggs may beat Grace and Nikita blames Grace, and their mutual disdain for Grace might end up bringing the three of them together. I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility that could happen.
Damn.
That's how I see it, because we know they're practicing, and when I saw it in person, it's a good trio and everything, but we still got to get to that part. And I think this could be a way potentially to get to that if it's like, oh, well, that's because of Ariana, and they just start bonding over the fact that they don't like Ariana Grace. I don't know. Maybe. So I could see maybe Layla and them winning because of that aspect of it. But yeah, like Terrell said, I think it's going to be more of like a comedic match and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of how I think it could probably go. And
yeah. I want to add to that. Ariana can't dance for damn. So there's going to be a point during the match where Nikita and then Mason are doing a dance off, and then Layla, Mason, and Nikita are doing a dance off, and then Ariana's like, "I'll just stand here and wave and wave."
Yeah, I know I like Ariana Grace. So, but yeah, you gotta. Everybody's got to roll. Everybody's got to roll the fill. So,
yeah. But
before you move on, I was gonna say the whole cut scenes they were doing with Chewie in the back, I did like that because I thought that was just different, that we haven't seen an Evolve and stuff like, oh, we're in a match, we're just gonna cut back here, let you know we're pushing this match back or whatever for whatever reason. It made it feel like the whole tournament was even bigger than what it actually was. Because look, we don't even got enough time for anything else. We got to get this done, and we don't know how long it's gonna take. So I did like that part of it and the little cut scenes in between. So I thought that was a pretty cool touch. So
okay. I thought it was cool too, but we'll talk about my rant in a second because it's gonna bother me. Let's get back to the match. Marcus Mathers versus Cam Hendricks. I'm sorry, your name is AJ Slater. I'm sorry. You're stuck for that forever. AJ Slater is in the ring. Marcus Mathers slides in. There's a cat fighting in the background. Marcus Mathers slides in, does the mystery kick, tries. This was a good match. Also, I want to give a shout out to Sam Holloway. We talked
wait. Do y'all see Brooks Jensen on TNA right now?
No, I don't watch TNA.
I'm recording it.
Bro, that's Brooks Jensen?
Ooh,
what happened? Did he get bumped up in 3 weeks?
Like, he was
I
rugged.
mean, he got a freaking beard. He got on jeans. Dude just been looking like he looked like he just got out of jail, and
Yeah.
yeah, he looks different.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Clip that. That's just Brooks Jensen, and he's been
He
getting
got
really
bandana.
Cowboys.
He got bandanas on his wrists. He got
He's
like
cowboyed
I said,
up.
a Wolverine beard.
Yeah.
Man,
he started growing that out when
Holy
I saw him in
crap.
person. So yeah.
All right. Well, he's gonna have to watch the clip TNA later. Let's get back to the match.
Okay,
Marcus
so basically,
Mathers.
yeah, that
Listen.
just goes to shows that Evolve is in an alternate universe.
Yeah, because he wasn't like that at all. He looked normal. Jesus. Okay. That's this match. Mathers, shout out to Holloway. Holloway did kind of like a rock bottom, but it was a Uranage. It was a beautiful Uranage. And they did a clothesline. Speaking of Jensen and Holloway during the match was just doing a clothesline back and forth. They were just hoss battle back and forth. I love that. Back to Mathers. Mathers is trying his best just to survive because he knew that after Cam, there was someone else. We didn't know who the fifth person was, not even commentators. It could be Jax, it could be Harley, it could be even somebody else. They didn't even know. But in the end, Cam, after doing a couple kicks to the outside, Mathers tried to do something special, jump on him again. Cam caught him, did his special side suplex variation for the 1, 2, 3. All the guys come out, they're all happy. Jackson Drake, which again, if I say his name, living your life like you're thirsty, living your life like you're thirsty, was not happy and just pointing out at everybody. And then Brad Baylor mouthed off like, "Oh, I knew he was going to win, but I didn't know it was going to be that fast." I was like messed up against Mathers. So that was the end of the show at that point. Now I want to, before we get to that, why would you give us the expectation of a no DQ match between Wendy Chu and Chantel Monroe? Why would you show me Wendy and Chantel Monroe getting different answers saying, "Oh, you're not going to have the match tonight"? Why would you say we, Chewy? Why? Is this the collective GM group? Is this like 3 or 4 people together, like a cabal saying, "Okay, we're going to make the matches"? Because NXT has a GM, Raw has a GM, SmackDown has a GM, TNA has a GM. Why does Evolve have a cabal? Also, the ending of the show should have been the Gauntlet, right? And you should have had a minute left, right? In that minute, hey guys, we have to go to the back. Something has just developed. And then you just see Wendy and Chantel beat the ever-loved dog shit out of each other for a year with weapons. Kind of like hyping up your no DQ match. Like security had to pull them away, and then Wendy and Chantel beating the crap out of security to get back to each other. That should have been the ending of the show. If you take away the fact that I'm going to Sizzlers to have me a fried steak, and then I go over there and ain't no fried steak till next week, but we can give you unlimited shrimp. It ain't the same damn thing. Terrell, your thoughts at the end of the show, and then we'll talk about the Wendy Chu thing.
You know what? I was looking forward to seeing this actually unfold, and then being told that it was going to be postponed is pretty outrageous, because how could they not edit that out? You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole time we were anticipating the no DQ match to be yesterday. Now we gotta wait. And then when the show comes on, Wendy Chu is talking trash about seeing her tonight in the no DQ match, just for it to later on be changed. Bro, I don't know what to say. I can say that we were disappointed. We definitely were disappointed, because when the show was going off, we was like, wait, that was the show? I mean, not saying it was a bad show, but it's just like, okay, that was a weird show. It was weird. Yeah. They said, like, it's something going on, man. They're doing a multiverse on us now.
Mm-hmm. and before we get to TJ, remember, Carmen Petrovic got mad because one, the match got suspended, and two, certain women don't deserve to get the belt, which then she's implying that she herself should go after Kendall Gray. So that's one. Two, again, the cabal of GMs here, because Thatcher's a GM. Chewy said it in the clip that we said, we have to push your match back. We are sorry. Don't be saying we, but CJ Wolfie, your thoughts at the end of the show and the fact that we have to wait till January. And I want to say this too. They're going to wear the same clothes. They're going to wear the same exact clothes that they had on tonight. So therefore, we just have to wait 3 weeks for the same exact match that they could have gave us. You could have did come on.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that they postponed this match for 2 weeks. Kind of looking forward to seeing it too. But the end of the show where the PC guys won, it was crazy. And then Cam ended up demolishing the last two like that. So they ended up getting the win and being taken over, Evolve for a week. So that's it's interesting. And yeah, we didn't chew in the match. Yeah, I hate it. I hate they postponed it. And the way they did it, it just feels weird. Or they could have just did that first and then did the Gauntlet match too. But I don't know. Yeah, it was weird.
Okay. EOD, your thoughts on the finale and Wendy Chu? That should also, the ending should have been that the PC people would won, and then It's Gall slid in at the end, like, yeah, we won. Like, what the hell are you doing here? It's Gall. Like, it should have been that too. Like, that should have been a great little ending. Slides in at the end. But your thoughts on the ending and when the Wendy Chu thing?
All right. My whole thing, I agree with everything I said, but the only thing I disagree with, I actually didn't mind it because it was so different. The whole we're postponing, like it was gonna mess with my thumbnail. Good thing I didn't do my thumbnail first because it was definitely gonna be Winnie Chu and Chantel Monroe. But I was like, oh, the match didn't actually happen. But the fact that they did it like during the Gauntlet, it made the Gauntlet feel like it was like super important. We didn't, so the postponing it was weird. But I was kind of cool. And I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen on Evolve from week to week. Now we're just willy-nilly, like we're promoting matches and just not having them at all. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm still glad that It's Gall was no factor whatsoever with this match. I don't know why. I just kind of like him as how he is. And then he could always come back next week like, hey, dummies. Like, if you'd have had me in there, we would have won, blah, blah, blah. Like, so that's why I didn't want him to be a part of the Gauntlet thing. I'm still, I like the fact that they had different people in it that we didn't know what, like PC and ID. The fact that Holloway was in it. Cam, he was not on my radar. Even Jensen wasn't on my radar to be part of it. I thought it was going to be the Diesel since they're the main ones. It seemed that they're orchestrating this stuff. And they weren't even technically probably a part of the Gauntlet. And the Wendy Chu thing, yeah, you're right. It probably would have been cool if they would just had like some type of backstage brawl at the end to, cut away to the cameras at the end. That way to build up more anticipation for it, since they didn't have no disqualification match. But I'm fine with the way it ended. The PC guys looking standing strong. ID looking whatever. And in hindsight, it was probably the best call anyway, because the PC guys they're there. They're under contract. The ID guys, we don't know what's going on with the ID guys. They still got their independent dates and stuff. So to show them like standing tall, like I just kept waiting for shenanigans to happen, because there is no way these guys are going to be able to agree on what's going to happen, and I think that's the more entertaining part. But yeah, I'm not mad at the whole postponing thing, and they kind of weaved it into the story a little bit, so that's why it's not like, oh, we announced it and then they just never mentioned it and we just didn't see the match. Like, no, they actually made part of the story, so I like that and everything. So that's just me. So
okay,
it was different.
You talking about this kind of gave me some ideas. Now, Keanu Carver kind of has the notion of like whatever I say goes. So his match could be like, look, I just want either Aaron Rourke or Sam Holloway, because Sam Holloway beat him, and he becomes a Karen when someone beats his ass. So that could be a Holloway Carver match. Boom, that's one. Or Aaron Rourke Carver match. Or Carver's like, oh, I want Marcus Mathers. Yeah, it's just gonna be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Why? So I can beat him up 2 times. Oh, okay. That works, I guess.
Mhm.
But back to this. I love the Gauntlet match because like you kind of knew when Holloway came on, like, oh, cool, that's a little thing. But when Cam Hendricks came on, I'm like, okay, yeah, they couldn't get Harlem. I get it.
That's the
I
first
get it.
person I thought
Like,
of was Harlem Lewis because I know they had a thing on LFG supposedly. So
yeah, it would have been better with Harlem though, because if Harlem would have came out, like it would have been better. Like you guys would have set up the storyline perfectly. That if Harlem would have came out right after Keanu Carver can immediately start up the rivalry again. Like, oh, you know what? I hate your ass all over again, and then start that stuff. But again, they set a plan, and they wanted to do this, so I want to give that out. Back to the no DQ thing. I'm legit mad because I was okay with the Gauntlet, but I was like, look, I'm about to see when did you see beat the crap out of late. Like this is gonna be a easy bet that you can go on bet whatever thing online, and like when did you gonna beat Chantel Monroe in a no DQ match because one, she's fought in Kayla and the last woman. I quit. Coffin match. She has done it all. Chantel Monroe, you badass, but you cocky and you don't know you're a freak too. I don't care. I'm sorry to say this. But I want to say this real quick before we get to the next segment, before we get out of here. And I'm going to say this exactly at 1 minute, 31 seconds, 31 minutes, 15 seconds. Chantal Monroe, Wendy Chu, I'm going to tag you every week. You have 3 weeks to build this match. 3 weeks. There's a guy called Enofe. Text him, and he can tell you how you guys can go back and forth for 3 weeks. Show off. Wendy Chu, you really hate this woman? Talk about it. Put some clips out there. Chantel Monroe, you're crazy with mirrors? Talk about it. You have 3 weeks. Do it. Even if this is a 7-minute match and you know this is a 7-minute match, it does not matter. This is going to be the main event on January 7th. They don't postpone this and put this at the beginning of the show.
Vega. That's what they need to do.
Go on, Terrell.
Yeah, they need to be really promoting this match, man. They could be real deal, like as if they're beefing for real.
Yeah.
Get social media involved, get a whole bunch of people involved, and just go crazy with it.
They could do Macho Man Jack Tunney, where Wendy Chu and Chantel Monroe are both pissed off at the Evolve establishment. So they're both saying, dude, you guys extended our crap for 3 weeks. That's not fair. We should have been the main event. The Gauntlet match should have been like, you really could push this and really piss off the establishment and you guys each other. Like, there's no limit in Evolve. Shawn Legacy does crazy shit every week and he tags Evolve. Like, there's no limit. I want to say that. Now, before we go, there's a segment that I wanted to do last week, but I didn't really do it. But we're going to talk about it and experiment with this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. It's called It's Gall versus Nature. Now, we saw a picture about a week back where It's Gall put a picture on his Instagram saying that It's Gall with two things of pre-workout powder versus one gorilla, right? He put out the poll, put that out there. You know, a lot of people kind of agreed. But since we're going to do this every week because I love talking about this, Terrell, It's Gall with two tablespoons or two like big ass spoons of pre-workout powder versus one gorilla, not a silverback, not the mutant gorilla that we saw in the 100. Shout out to the 100. Just a gorilla. Who wins? No feelings, just facts.
The gorilla's gonna win, man.
Say that again.
The gorilla's gonna win because it's gonna be amped up.
Not like It's Gall, where if you've seen It's Gall amped up.
Oh, geez.
Okay. I respect
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Terrell's
I got
really,
nothing.
like, I'm gonna tag him on Instagram about this later, ladies and gentlemen. DJ, It's Gall pre-workout in him versus one gorilla. Let's say in a mall. Let's make this equal in a mall.
Shoot, from experience how pre-workout powder do.
Yeah.
Ugh, it wasn't pretty. Man, being amped up like that. I don't know. He still might withstand chance against a gorilla.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
Ain't way you gonna try to suplex her. You ain't gonna suplex no gorilla. I can't do it.
Oh my god, I love that shit. I love it. All right. Oh my god, he's super like, it's gone. And the gorilla's like, okay, that's just weird. All right. EOD. EOD. It's called pre-workout in him versus one gorilla. Next week it's gonna be a crazy animal.
All right.
I have all of this in my mind.
Like I've taken pre-workout and everything, and it's called.
I can't.
You're gonna take your pre-workout, and you're gonna get up there. You're gonna have a lot of energy, but you're gonna get your ass beat at a pretty ferocious pace by that gorilla and everything. Pre-workout or no pre-workout, it is not.
Yeah.
It is not gonna happen. You might think you're beating him while the gorilla is beating you because you might be having delusions of grandeur at a time because you don't know where you're at. But yeah, that's not happening. I remember the workout with you and Jamar. I mean, you were kind of struggling a little bit on them weights. So I remember that. So it's called, yeah. I hate to break it to you. Like, you might be able to take me out. Yeah, I'll take it out of the gorilla. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What?
The righteous just came to TNA and they're kidnapping Matt Hardy.
Oh my god, they can't think of anything original. That's the dumbest thing ever. In storyline wise, it's like trying to capture the golden child. Like you are not going to win in that fight, sir. All right. Anyway, back to me.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I have not seen the righteous since they left AEW.
Yeah, AEW.
They popped up in TNA later. Now,
and
okay.
The first thing they do on TNA is to kidnap Matt Hardy during a quote unquote their version of the cage match, the War Games.
See, that's just dumb. Again, kidnap Jeff Hardy, but kidnap Matt Hardy, the guy that can go to transcend the different consciousness and talk to different presidents and talk to T-Rex.
That's
what
the thing.
Is your problem,
That's the thing. They need him. It makes more sense. The righteous.
So he is the golden child. Oh, okay. Let's go. All right, but
I mean, it would make more sense. It would make more sense to kidnap Matt Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's like, yeah, you gotta feed him alcohol. That's a waste of money.
What?
Yeah, I said that EOD.
Press the button. Press the button.
Wait.
I said it. But all right, back to It's Gall. It's Gall versus the gorilla. Short answer. If it's in a mall, I would give it like a 64% chance that he'll win, but that's a low chance. Cardi M says the gorilla will win because she wants to happiness for gorillas. So I like that. That's good. She's giving me a weird face. But either way, let's get to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Final rating of this basically one match show. EOD, final rating.
I'm giving the show an A. I enjoyed all of it. So that's it.
Okay. TJ?
Yeah, I get an A as well. This one was a pretty good show. I love the Gauntlet match and the promo with Kendall and Kylie and PJ. Yeah, it's just I would say A minus because they postponed that match, but no, overall, yeah, it was a really good show.
Okay. Terrell?
Yeah, I'll give the match. I give the show a A. I give it an A. It wasn't a bad show. It's just the whole thing with the confusion of the no DQ match, but with Wendy Chu and Chantel Monroe. But hey, man, if they feel like they want to postpone it, I think it's a good call because the Gauntlet match is what was the show. That was the main attraction of the show, and they probably don't want to overshadow the no DQ match.
Okay. Yeah, but I respect the Gauntlet match. There should have been a no again, there should have been a backstage segment where they beat the crap out of each other so we can lead on to the no DQ. I'm still pissed at that. You gave time to Ariana Grace and the Kid Alliance, even though during the match. You gave Carmen Petrovic for some weird reason enough time to talk. I'm like, all right, whatever, I guess, sure. So, but I ultimately A for me, ladies and gentlemen, all across the board. Cardiem, wherever you are in this universe, what would you give this show? Hearts. That's an A for me. And pressing the button.
Yeah.
Here we go. I did say there's a happy Wednesday. So happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, where we get a special guest somewhere across the pond, not Coach. We miss you, sir.
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So today I have a special surprise for Kendall. Let me go get her. Hold on. Cover your eyes.
Okay.
Thank you. Ready? Open them. Surprise! It's for our first win.
This is for what?
Our first win.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
thanks, but it says happy birthday.
Well, have you ever gone to the store and there's a congratulations on your first win?
Yeah, good point.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at that crown. Oh,
Kind of a sleigh.
All right. Hey! Act natural.
This is a professional setup.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Welcome. Tell everyone who you are.
Birthday candle?
No, it's not my birthday.
It's not your birthday?
No.
I tried my best!
You got the crown and everything though.
Okay, but you can have the crown now.
Oh! I cannot.
Oh.
Anywho, introduce yourself.
Leon Slater, #1 contender to the NXT title and the youngest X Division champion of all time.
Well, I was gonna say there are congratulations in order, but
Hey, I
we weren't
appreciate you, Red. I appreciate that. I
No, but
appreciate that.
we
It was
were
a
talking-
big win, and I'm
I
looking
was-
forward to the match.
we were talking about us.
We just beat,
Oh,
We just had our first win. It's my first one of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you didn't watch?
guys-
You didn't even watch.
All right.
Congrats.
Well, the point
I'm gonna watch
is.
it.
I'll
Okay.
watch it back.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you. Okay.
Well, the point is.
Weird? Was that weird?
Yeah, I tried to act as cool as I can, but I just couldn't.
He might be a little bit too cool.
Okay, well, anyways, the point is, we got that W. Dun, 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 dun. How do you dance out?
I don't know.
Dance out the
can't
other way.
help myself.
Do the other way.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, Terrell, take it away with your plugs.
Oh.
Yes, you can follow me on my Linktree /ForRealTerrell to have all my links there. Don't forget to check out For Real Love. You could check me and my lady out, CJ Wolfie, on For Real Love 15 on YouTube. That's how you will find us, very easy. And we will have more content coming on there as well.
That is absolute facts.
CJ.
You can also follow me on my Linktree, which is my Linktree /CJ Wolfie 15, and you can look through all my socials all through there, and you can give me a good like and subscribe.
Oh, and she also been putting up video game testing.
Yeah. Also, my Linktree is also all the videos I did put on YouTube. So basically, just some testing gameplays, but just if you want to watch it to see how everything flows, no.
Yeah, we ain't got like a game. Yeah, we ain't got gaming PCs and none. We got MacBooks, man. We just trying to see what all flies and what all don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that. That's actually pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of MacBook games you can play. Check out The Forest. That is a good game you can play with a MacBook. That'll drive you crazy.
Oh yeah.
EOD, wise man from wherever you are in America, please tell us.
All right. You can find me at Linktree /EndOfDays33, where you'll have my EOD Wrestling Hub YouTube page. But I also have another page, Their Nexus Reviews. There's no Evolve next week, so come watch Stranger Things, the live show with me. We're going to do that on Christmas and on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I don't have Evolve anyway, so come and watch me on there. But all my links are on there on my social media pages, so yeah, just like and subscribe.
EOD reminded me there's no show for the next 3 weeks. There's taped NXT shows, taped Raw, taped SmackDown, taped bleh, but there still is no Evolve in the next 3 weeks. I might do a show in the next 3 weeks, just as like just a memoriam of what has happened in the last 41 episodes. But ultimately, Stay healthy, stay happy. You can find all my links down below. I'm on the road to just getting monetized on Rico Reactions. Shout out to Shiloh Hill. Thank you for watching. Shout out to It's Gall. Thank you for liking. Shout out to all the people, Robert Stone, Kendall Gray, Layla Diggs, Chantel Monroe that liked my story or even watched it. I appreciate you sincerely. We do this show because we want to show you that we are the only one of 5 honest reviewers that do it. EOD, ourselves, Coach, Not Lost in Japan, the DRWC show, and others. It's like 2 neurodivergent one, but that was like 6 minutes, so that doesn't count. That's still 6 minutes. I respect it. Why do we do this? Because we know that you made this show on Tubi for a reason, to do the long haul. And if no one's watching it and crapping on it, as Terrell always says, it's your loss for not taking the time to watch on a channel that's free, 45, 50 minutes. It's free across the pond.
Yep, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. You know, a lot of people say 2025 was the worst year in professional wrestling history. I'm not buying it. Maybe, y'all are tweaking. You have other avenues. You have other televised programs. You have literally WWE Evolve. It's a free program, televised program on Tubi. You have YouTube, where they have literally indie circuits that you can watch. Okay, you have local shows in your hometown or the next town over that you can go to and check out these local talents, because just like the people on AEW and the WWE main roster, they all start somewhere. Okay, but just because you don't know these people don't mean you don't have to tune in, or you don't have to check them out, because one day they're going to be a star on these main shows. And it's just your fault. It wasn't a bad year for professional wrestling. It was just a bad year for WWE's main roster.
Yeah. But guess what? In Evolve, in this 1 year between March 6th until now, Kylie Ray versus Wendy Chu, last woman standing match. Kendall Gray versus Wendy Chu, I quit match. Kendall Gray versus Kelly Armstrong, great freaking match. Idris Inoue versus Dante Chen. Idris Inoue versus Jamar Hampton. It's Gall finally got a freaking win. Like Adrenaline Drip versus the Diesels. Adrenaline Drip versus the Diesels. Adrenaline Drip versus the Diesels. Match after match after match in less than a year, and that's consistent. Whereas in Raw and SmackDown, you got Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and but ladies and gentlemen, remember, we'll see you in 3 weeks. PWF Wrestling Talk, we'll be talking about Saturday. I don't know what we'll talk about, but it's Saturday, so God bless us all. And remember, stay healthy, stay happy. And Chuy Martinez, you still suck. Sorry.
About a guy called Chuy Martinez, who used to wear the same clothes, but now every episode is changing his attire, but still is a mediocre to low announcer.
Okay.